Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Corona Cero Update Show. Ran 3 heats today. We set up the top half of the draw for the women's quarterfinals. Chris Samore taking on Betty Lusakura Johnson. Vahine Fiera will have Erin Brooks, and we have gone on hold. Next call will be in about a half an hour from now to see if we'll get the contest back underway. We had the quarterfinals on standby. That's off the table now for this beautiful Friday. We'll see if we can finish the round. These conditions did slow up a bit, so good to just take a breath and reset here on the Momi Marriott host set. Still dreamy on this lagoon. Well, it is all day long, and we'll wait to see if we can get more action. Gabby Bryan, Yolanda Hopkins on deck before we went on hold, and we haven't really seen world number 1 just sink her teeth into Cloudbreak yet. Gabby Bryan's just been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's got to be interesting, you know, for these 10s that have been going down, all these highlights, and you're like, I haven't even surfed my first heat yet, Flick. That's got to be an interesting scenario.
I think so, and I think being world number 1, carrying that yellow jersey, knowing that you just want to be a part of it, because when you're hearing all these scores go down from, you know, Erin with the 10, Erin literally in every heat, Carissa as well making a charge through the ranks, I feel like you just like, give me a piece of this. Also the swell we had on hand at the beginning of the waiting period the first day, even yesterday looking really good, and you're just like, come on, like let me get a piece of this.
Yeah, same for Molly Picklum. They joined you guys on the show from the Tabby Bar. And you think for Molly, you're going, wait, she has so many memories here. She's basically the one to watch when this place gets big. And as the swell's been dropping a little bit, you can tell she's getting antsy. She's ready to compete.
We've even seen with Yago how excited he was to be back competing and being a part of the show 1 year later after winning his world title. Molly has those exact same feelings. She wants to be back out there, reliving this moment, showing us how well she actually does know this piece of reef, and hopefully going for another title here.
So sometimes it's maybe a gift to be in round 1 because you're scoring, maybe 10s as well. If your name is Erin Brooks has just been so hot. Maybe not a breakthrough win in Tahiti. Maybe it's just the start of a serious run. The 19-year-old has arrived, and she had a giant matchup. Last year's world runner-up, an Olympic gold medalist, and a past world champion in Caroline Marks.
Yeah, this was a massive matchup on paper, you're thinking, and 2 goofy footers as well, who have sort of similar approaches to the wave. And I was really rubbing my hands together for this heat. It was just wave-starved. The only moment of consequence of this heat was really this priority move from Erin, really utilising it on this wave and dropping a 7.83 and really, you know, applying the pressure to Caroline. Caroline fought back. She had a couple of moments. She was looking really good. But her wave selection probably just not as good as Erin Brooks. And you could say here at the end of the heat, right, like there was not very much opportunity. Caroline manages to get priority back off Erin, but at the same time in saying all this, there still has to be a winner at the end of the day, and Erin just formulated the front half of this heat really well. Hindsight's the perfect science, and knowing that all the opportunity would have been at the beginning of this heat, but yeah, you got to say well done to Erin Brooks once again, posting one of the higher numbers on the women's side of the tour.
Finding a 7.83, having trouble with round 1 and 2 all season. That whole narrative is just in the rear view big time as she's just climbing up the rankings in front of our eyes.
Yeah, and these are 2 events that really do suit her style, her confidence in these heavy water waves. And I just love that Erin is completely in flow state. Those bottom turns into her top turn combinations were wild, even watching on that 7.83. So yeah, Erin going from strength to strength, and I actually am so excited to see her compete again.
Oh, absolutely ripping so fast. Some of those snaps reminded me of her part in Sketchy, that great movie that was released earlier this year. Erin Brooks is standing by with Vaughn Blakey.
Thanks, Joey. Erin, Joey just mentioned round 1 and 2. It's been a bit of kryptonite, but you're into consecutive quarterfinals now, and you're saying that there was a whole different level of anxiety going on in the tail half of that heat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the beginning, we both got like waves in the first 5 minutes, and then it kind of just stopped for the rest of the heat. I mean, we got like little ones, and we kind of both were a little too deep, but then at the end, there was absolutely nothing. So not having priority and just sitting there, knowing Caroline needed like a 7, but she could easily get it. She's been ripping the whole time. We've actually been rooming together, so it was a bit of a bummer of a heat, but I'm just happy with how it went, but I was super stressed.
I was going to ask you about that. It's so unusual for top-line athletes to share any space, let alone a bedroom in the lead up to a battle. How's the week been?
It's been so much fun. I've said it before, it's like a summer camp there, but getting to stay with Caroline is so much fun. She's like someone I've looked up to for so long. We got to do a lot of trips together for our Nowadays movie, so we've kind of gotten a lot closer, and her mom's here too, so it's just been so much fun getting to hang out with them.
That's cool. Yeah, quarterfinals, obviously momentum. It just feels so good to have, even in a slow heat like that, getting off to a really fast start and using, you know, basically the limited opportunity to still get a bit of good surfing done.
Yeah, I'm always stoked to keep making heats. I mean, it felt like it was almost impossible for me to do in the beginning of the year, so I just had to keep faith in God's plan, and I'm so thankful for Him giving me the ways to keep going.
And just finally, reflecting on the other day, you know, you've had a little bit of time to sit with it. I saw some social media engagement. You had over 5 million hits just through your own socials. I mean, it just really shook the whole world, that performance. Looking back on it, you know, how are you feeling about that particular ride and that day?
Honestly, top 5 best days of my life. I was so excited just to get that wave, but to come in and see messages from like all of the greatest surfers, like insane, like Kelly, Steph, Coco, Carissa, like those are all my heroes. So to like see them stoked about my wave is insane, and 5 million people is a lot, so I was honestly blown away.
It's a real lot. Congratulations again on that, and congratulations on moving through. I know quarterfinals and better is exactly where you want to be, so you are right on track.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked. Woo!
Thanks, Erin.
Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Erin, for providing a piece of history. We mentioned this 10 that we'll be referencing, I think, for the rest of her career. You know, the time that she arrived and changed the game here at Cloudbreak, that 10 is a part of the history of the wave itself. As we look at women's round 2, heats to look forward to as well, seeing world number 1, Gabriella Bryan, took out the event win at Bells, and she's just been steady and consistent this year on tour. She takes on Yolanda Hopkins if we get back on this morning. And then Nadia Aristarbe, she got some really good tube rides over in some challenging conditions at Chopes. Expecting her to turn into highlight reel this morning as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool matchup because she's matched up against a really good friend, Isabella Nichols, and I know that they're both staying here at Momi Bay, so they're living in close quarters, sort of similar situation to Erin and Caroline, matched up against another good mate. And Heat 7, Molly Picklum, Brisa Hennessy, 2 good mates going at it again.
Yeah, and Molly, who has, like I mentioned, so much experience on this reef. She's just won a world title here a year ago against Brisa, who knows this area better than any of the women on tour. So that's a good matchup.
That's got to be the biggest seed of the draw when you think about what Molly accomplished last year here in Fiji as a reigning world champion, and Brisa being an adopted local, spending maybe more time than anyone else on this local lineup. So the stage is set for some big heats if we do resume competition. Remember, call time is at 10 o'clock. It's 9:30 local time to see if we'll continue on with round 2. For now, we'll leave you with Inside Pro Surfing's vision of Molly Picklum clinching the world title here at Cloudbreak along with Yago Dora. We'll see you in about a half an hour for the next call. Take care.